sink beneath the waves, the wonders of this life. Open your eyes and see the world below the seas. It's the wonder of God's creation that makes us believe. See you at the dive. See you at the dive.
Diving in a country which has more than 7,000 islands, we are simply amazed by how blessed the Philippines is. For today's episode, we'll bring you to a known sweet destination in Bohol, the Chocolate Hills. Considered as the 8th wonder of the world, this hilly terrain has more than 1,268 cone-shaped peaks, which fascinates geologists and tourists alike. To top it off, aside from its amazing scenery, there are more wonders beneath the blue crystal waters surrounding the island. You can either choose a direct flight from Manila to Tagbilaran or ride a fast craft from Cebu to reach one of the most beautiful marine systems in the world. Bohol Marine Triangle covers Pamilacan, Panglao, and Balicasag. Balicasag is located at 5 kilometers southwest from the town center of Panglao, and we reach Balicasag Island within 45 minutes ride on a banca. Upon reaching Balicasag Island Dive Resort, we were welcomed by signature hospitality of Boholanos.
Oh my goodness, what a business. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Oh my. What a way to get to an island, man.
Relaxation in the cabanas brings you closer to nature, away from the bustling sound of the city life. Balicasag Island Dive Resort is nestled on the 25-hectare island of Balicasag, Panglao. Balicasag Waters is home to a wide variety of species of marine flora, fauna, fish, turtles, and corals. That is why the sights here underscored Balicasag as the center of diving in the Visayas. Nighttime came and we are treated to a dinner date by the resort's manager and friendly staff, Joey and Merced, where we are being serenaded by their local talents.
Very realistic, because it's the fear of going out of the sea.
It was a sumptuous dinner for the night, as they serve us the must-try Balicasag soup. As we were getting ready for our dive the next day, we stayed at the resort's cozy cottage, which faced the breathtaking view of the horizon. Balicasag dive map shows 5 to 8 dive sites to choose from. Ready to dive, we went to the nearest dive site using their very own flatboat. Cathedral Wall, which has crevices and amazing reef fishes, sponges, and colorful corals. Balicasag Marine Sanctuary, where you can drift dive, located on the left side of the resort, where there is abundance of school of jackfish and other vibrant species of fish and marine life. Balicasag Marine Sanctuary has pretty blue waters with sandy flats running to deep drop-offs that run over 200 meters deep. Another dive site they offer is the Royal Garden with just 18 meters deep. This underwater plateau has vibrant variety of marine life. Here is where you can easily spot turtles, different corals, schools of fish, and algae. But what made my day This is our dive at the Black Forest. Because of the island is swept by currents that are well known to bring schools of barracuda and jellies. Black Forest is named for its large black coral stands. If you want to experience the best part of the dive, you need to go very deep, but only in the shallows where the turtle grass grows, the Talasia prairies. This area is a sea turtle meeting, breeding and feeding area, with large tracts of sandy grasses and clear waters. Many turtles from young to very old can be found feeding on the shallow and seagrass. Here I have a moment with one of the many sea turtles, which was so gentle and adorable. Did you know that 5 of the 7 marine turtle species in the world can be found in the Philippines? These are the green turtle, the hawksbill, loggerhead, olive ridley, and the leatherback. These turtles are called pawikan in the Philippines.
Balikasag Island is the famous underwater nature. It is really one of the best known dive sites in the world. Actually, ang Balikasag ngayon, aside from the Philippine Tourism Authority, or well known right now as TIEZA, through the Tourism Act 95-93, we operated this resort here in Balikasag Island because of the objective of developing the tourism potential of the area. We believe that the island has the potential of drawing more tourists coming in Balikasag, exploring the depths, the underwater flora and fauna. You can see a lot of sea animals, sea turtles, dolphins, jackfish, barracudas. So everything here is for your eyes only. But the most important thing why people come here, it's because they want to have a diversion in life. They want to relax in an island setup, feeling the cool breeze of the wind, feeling the sun, the heat, and walking in the sandy bars and the cool waters, exploring its the coolness and chilling out its the environment along with the experience they have here in the resort. The dive safari, usually we go to Apu Island, Sumilon, Pamilacan, Uslob, and Kabilao Island. These dive spots are a magnet to all divers because as if the day is not enough for them to explore the depths of Panglao, of the waters in the Visayas. Panglao area are rich of marine species, thousands of species. And imagine why divers come here, because aside from the number of species that they can see, you could just imagine why the divers are coming here to Balikasag Island and other islands for the safari. These marine species are being protected by the locals. They have these environmental ordinances that protect our marine species, thereby sustaining it for the sake of our tourists. The tourist doesn't want anymore this one-way route of touring. Some they want it, but some of the tourists really wants a market loop, a tour market loop. The tour market loop is a tour package wherein it's a horseshoe loop, wherein, for example, you will be arriving in Tagbilaran and then saturating the tour packages in Bohol, like Chocolate Hills and all of the other amenities there, Lobok, and then after saturating all the tourist attractions there, you'll be going to Balikasag or Panglao, and then after Panglao, you're going to cross Uslob, and then Uslob going to Cebu, southern Cebu and saturating all the amenities in Cebu, and then going back again to Mactan Airport, and then going back to Manila, you can fly from Mactan Airport. So that is what I call the one-way market loop. So the trend right now is when you make a tour, you don't go back to the same destination. You have to see to it that when you fly again, you depart, you have to fly to another route going back to your place. I'm very happy for this opportunity for me to tell you that this is really an amazing place. This is really a must-see place for you to come here and see all the amenities here in Balikasag Island Dive Resort and explore all the wonders, the marine species that you can see, the dolphins that you can see, and we have also whale sharks across near Balikasag, which is near Oslob, which is about 1.5 hours of boating through palm boat, and then you can also go to Pamilacan. Please come to the island like no other. Come to Balikasag Island.
My goodness, I know that people from all the parts of the world are gonna get jealous, but I really have to say this is top ranking in diving in the world. It's really something sensational. I dive in several places in the world for almost 40 years or so, and until I got here to Philippines, I'd said to all my students that when they ask what's the best place you dive so far, I said Carpata, the drop-off in Borneo. But when I arrive here, I stick my head in the water and say no more. Sorry, Carpata, you've been betrayed for Balikasag Island, and especially for the drop-off that we have here, almost next door. You can almost jump from your bed to the drop-off. It drops to 60 meters. It has a very vertical drop-off, and then it's full of crevices and little caves. Last night we were so lucky to dive with Arnold and his team that is right here behind cameras. They were taking good care of us. Maybe we haven't survived the dives if it wasn't for them that were taking care of us, showing us the place around. And when we get to these little shelves in, let's say, 20 meters or so, what we found there? Big loggerhead turtles just sleeping, just open up their eyes and saying, hey, let us sleep. And it's a wonderful thing. You find, you name it, scorpionfish, lionfish, stonefish, groupers. I just really lost count. Also, you have little fellows attached to rocks like tunicates. I've never seen so many tunicates in my life. They look like sponges, but you can see the gills when they breathe. They have gills similar to the fish, and they're attached to a stone. That only happens underwater. For example, here in land, there's no animal that is fixed to the ground waiting for some food to pass and bite it. That only happens underwater. I really had to say that I saw God underwater yesterday down there. About this huge gorgonian. Gorgonian is a relative of the corals. Actually, it's a type of coral. What's his logistics? He just attached to a piece of coral or stone, and she waits for the water to pass by, and then she picks up his food. And obviously it has to be in a place where you have at least a mild current. If you no current, she will starve to death. This is another record you guys have here. Actually, I would say that two is very special records. The largest gorgonian I ever seen, maybe between 2.5 meters and 3 meters in diameter.
And also, it's first time in my life that I see 8 sea turtles of 3 different species in one dive. I would say that maybe I've seen here in how many dives we did, I don't know. Maybe I already lost count of the dives because we made so many. 4 in total, isn't it? So it would be 3 day dives and 1 night dive. And I've seen in those 4 dives maybe what I've seen in 10 years of diving. That's the density of things you got down there. Actually, these guys make miracles, you know, because there's no fresh water in the island. So imagine these guys. These people here are bringing fresh water from the main island of Bohol in a boat. So imagine what it is to go to the big island, carry water and come back here for the tourists to use it. And they have a very smart way of using the water. Also, they recycle part of the water, and you have the choice of using fresh water or salt water according to your needs. For example, for toilet, mostly you use the salt water. To take a shower or drink, obviously you're gonna have fresh water. And also some little things like the boys at the dive center, the caps for the cylinders are pieces of hose with a screw and a little rope. That is fantastic. I hope you don't mind if I'll rob your invention and use it in Brazil. And many other things. You see imagination all over the place. I think that the 1 gram of imagination worth more than a ton of money. In that respect, I find some similarities between Brazil and Philippines. That actually Brazil is my favorite country in the world, but now I started to doubt a little bit. Most of all, I have to say everything is wonderful, but most of all, what I love best is the nature of the people of the Philippines, especially our guys here that are so caring. They always after your needs. Actually, I was planning to do this. Make a meeting with all the instructors and students, put it in the classroom, showing the photos, showing the videos, and tell them, you see this? If you don't go down to the Philippines to dive, you are nothing. You don't exist. That's gonna be the approach. So, thank you guys. Thank you for everything.
See you at the time.